When a spirit leaves the body, it has many options. One is it leaves from the mouth. You see, when people die, first their jaw drops, and then the prana can escape through mouth. Normally it happens to many people through a mouth, or the prana escapes through anus, the anal point. They pass out gas as the last act of their life. Apanavayu. For yogis, for meditators, prana usually the eyes go up like this, and then the prana escapes through the third eye. Third eye point, from the eyes. Many people it happens. When someone has lived a good life, usually their eyeballs roll and the prana escapes through the eyes. Normal, natural death. And then there are others for yogis for whom the prana escapes through the Sahasrara, Brahmarandra. In India, there is this thing, when the cremation happens, the son or daughter, they come with the stick and then do Kapala Kriya. They break the skull of the corpse while on the cremation, saying that if there is something held up there, let it open up. That is the idea. Means one should complete. When the prana escapes through the top of the head, then that life is complete. The death is complete. That means life is complete. But a yogi can leave his body on his will, sitting in meditation, and willfully can exit through the third eye point. So death is simply a transition from one body to another body, from one life to an eternal life. You leave the physical body, but you move away with your subtle bodies and the causal body. And the subtle body, if it is filled with all sorts of different impressions, those impressions cause our next life. If the subtle body is filled with only light, there is no impression, then it merges with the causal body. And causal body is the body of bliss. And if the question is, will that person also return? Yes, it is possible. But that person was merged into the causal body. Will he return? Yes. By divine will, that person can return. You are not compelled to return. You can return if you want to. But if your subtle body is filled with impressions, cravings, aversions, and you are set to come back, you are bound to come back, you have no freedom there. But yogis, they have freedom. Because you are exiting this body in a blissful state, in a state of contentment. Let's keep it as simple as that, contentment. See, a person who is content, how nicely they go to sleep, and when they wake up also they feel very happy. Right? Look at the children. They have had their milk, they sleep, they wake up, they are happy. So you are not going to bed, you are not going to bed with some incomplete agendas. And that is where this knowledge helps you to know that there is nothing that you need to hold on to. All is done. This is done, this is done, this is done. And whatever need to be done will be done. When the mind leaves this body, or the spirit leaves this body with the impression that it has, it moves in that direction. You can see in your own experience, see what is the last thought that you have in your mind before going to bed. And if you can remember the first thought that you get as soon as you wake up, you will see after good night's sleep, if you will see, it will be eventually the same. So the thought is just one aspect of mind. Emotions are the other aspect of mind. And some vibrations along with that is another third aspect. They're all linked. Thought, emotion, vibration. These are different levels of the same expression of consciousness. Now when a person dies, or dies means leaves this body, how he should live, when he thinks of me, whatever he thinks, that is what he assumes, that shape. The mind assumes that shape. If you have been thinking some vulgar things in your mind all through, when you die, only that will come to you. But if you are habituating to think about the being, about the self, about the emptiness deep inside, that's what the spirit will assume. So what you need to do, sit and say Om. Om is the nearest syllable to the infinity. All life, if you keep thinking about chicken poultry farm, you will land up in poultry farm, I tell you, in the next life. You'll find yourself inside an egg. So whatever you put your attention, this is what karma is about, Whatever you put emphasis, and that's what manifests. And so with whatever feelings or thoughts and sankalpa or intentions you exit the body, and that's what you will attain, and that's what will be your next life. So it is important to keep your mind in this space more and more. See, you can't say all your life you will be goody and nicey and goody all the time. No. Challenges come, you get upset. It's all part of life. But at least before going to bed every night, don't think about all your failures. All our grandmothers have always told us, just before going to bed, say a prayer. Think of God before going to bed. Because every night's sleep is a mini death, I tell you. And our subconscious mind records those things. And if you are very abusive, who use all the foul words, bad words, then your subconscious is filled with them. Forget about others, however the others are. But what you are, your consciousness is filled with all those filth. That is why Vakshuddhi, it said, your speech should be unabusive. Your speech should be pleasant. Satyam bruyat, priyam bruyat, na bruyat, satyam. All these wisdoms, you have heard. Speak truth, speak firm, speak nice. If we keep speaking hurtful things, well, tomorrow somebody will throw that same thing to us, because it's going to come back to us. Whatever we put out, that's what is going to come back to us. So, as far as possible, keep purity in speech and in action. And now, how is it possible? It's not really possible in the world. To whatever extent it is possible, you practice it. And when you go to bed, at least drop all that and be prayerful when you go to bed. And think about the positive things that you have achieved. You want to attain the highest, you want to be free, and the way is keep the mind clear. You don't know when death is coming to you. When it will come, you don't know. But when it comes so fast, so sudden that you will have no time to think about anything. Whatever impression is already there, only that will pop up. So instead of preparing to do something at the end, start doing it right away now. Are you getting what I'm saying? So whatever impression you are having throughout the life, that is what will appear at the end moment also. Because that is what will get stored in your subconscious mind. And so, if you regularly keep thinking about me, being with me, then that impression becomes the strongest. So at all times, think of me. Here, the me is the consciousness which is pure, which is vast, which is deep inside every being, and which is beyond thought. It's interesting. Krishna says, keep me in your mind all the time. That means the Krishna's true form, which is space, which is pure consciousness. Not the body, not the manifest form, but the unmanifest nature of Lord. Keep that in your mind. Again and again remind yourself. This is to say, again and again remind yourself. Put your attention on the infinity, which is indescribable, which is formless, which is ever present,